Niche down, you've been told. I've also been told the same. But here's a question. Have you ever felt stuck because everyone tells you to pick a niche even before you've got started? What if I told you that not niching down could actually be your superpower, especially if you're looking to start something that's brand new? It could be pivoting in your career, it might be starting something totally different, or launching a YouTube channel, for example. In this video, I want to share why starting broad is not just okay. It's often the best way to find your unique path and what really brings you to life. So, as is customary on the channel, grab a cup of something good and let's get started. I've reinvented my career more times than I've changed my car. That is no word of a lie. From radio presenter to design engineer to technical support to product management to marketing to sales enablement to brand advocate and coaching and content creator, the list does go on. And if there's one thing that I've learned from all of these different jobs that I've had, it's that your journey does not have to fit in a nice, neat box. Embracing your full range of skills and interests, both known right now and not yet known, can open up unexpected doors. Whether you're changing careers or hitting record for the first time. I want to blow this first myth wide open. You don't have to niche down from day one. There, I said it. In today's world, careers are rarely linear. Most of us are multi-hyphenate. It's a great word that means people with a mixed set of skills and passions and experiences. It's not a weakness. I'd say it's your edge. When I pivoted from tech support to sales enablement and then into content creation, I brought lessons from each of those chapters with me. Your story, your mix of skills, that is where your real niche is. In other words, you are the niche. So if you're feeling pressure to pick just one thing, I wouldn't bother. Relax. Start by exploring and let your interests guide you. Over time, you'll see patterns emerge and you'll naturally find what resonates with you and with your audience. Here's a practical exercise. I'm a huge fan of paper and pencil. However, if these aren't to hand, grab your smartphone and here's what I want you to do. List your top 5 skills regardless of industry. Maybe you're a great communicator, a problem solver, a tech whiz, whatever it might be. Now ask yourself, how could these skills be transferred to something new? For further validation or an objective view, ask 2 or 3 other people who know you really well the same questions. I think you'll be quite surprised by the results. By way of example, my background in technical training made me a better storyteller on YouTube. If you've managed projects already, you know how to plan content. If you've worked in customer service, you know how to engage an audience. Never ever underestimate the power of your transferable skills. They are your launchpad for any pivot or creative project. One of the biggest blockers is the belief that you need to have everything figured out before you get started. You don't. That mindset is an SLB, a self-limiting belief. I would say start with curiosity. Experiment. Try out different types of content. So by way of example, that could be vlogs, how-tos, interviews, long and short form content. When I started my channel, I didn't know exactly what would stick. Some videos absolutely tanked, while a handful did actually take off. That's absolutely normal. The key is to keep moving forward and keep learning and let your audience feedback shape and steer your direction. Your personal brand is built on authenticity, not narrow topics. Show your personality and share your journey, the wins and the failures. And the failures are opportunities to learn. Fail, in my book, stands for first attempt in learning. Consistency in your style and values matter much more than picking a single subject. On LinkedIn, YouTube, and anywhere else, people connect with people, not just the content. Don't be afraid to be yourself, even if your interests are quite broad. That's what makes you memorable. Grab that piece of paper and pencil from earlier, because here are a few actionable things I want to share with you. If you're pivoting your career, reflect and write down your values and strengths. What do you enjoy? What are you good at? What do you absolutely detest? What do you shy away from? Research new industries or roles that really excite you. Your network. Your network is super powerful. Reach out to those already doing what you want to do. Start a side project or portfolio that showcases your transferable skills and some of your new skills that you want to develop. If you're starting a YouTube channel, set up your channel with a name and look that feels like you. Don't worry about the niche, just start creating and posting. Learn skills of storytelling and basic video editing. Focus on providing value, entertain, educate, inspire, and empower. Remember, your first steps won't be perfect. Mine were dreadful. My first video I'll post just up here if you really do want to have a laugh. I made a ton of mistakes. However, those mistakes were prime, valuable learning opportunities. Start, refine, practice, refine. Progress beats perfection all day long. The important thing is to start, learn, and evolve. You don't have to fit in that box. So let me ask you, are you genuinely ready to niche up and across? If you are, let me know in the comments and tell me where you plan to start. My recent career pivot started by getting fired, which may interest you to look at next. I'd also be keen to know if your story is similar. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.